Oh, and Lloyd Grossman was the NHS Hospital Food Czar, as you said, between 2001 and 2006. Not everybody was thrilled at these showbiz appointments. Anne Widdecombe, to name just one. Did anybody see what she had to say?
Well, first it's Alan Sugar, now it's Arlene Phillips. I think Gordon Brown must spend all his time watching television. Certainly he seems to be every bit as celebrity-obsessed as a teenage girl.
Some politicians...
Some what? Some Polynesians?
Politicians!
Oh, Polynesians!
For God's sake, listen.
I'm listening, Polynesians. They're new words, are they? Just turned in to call my bluff, Polynesian. Well, it's a kind of walnut that's also a fruit.
Some politicians are rather easier to persuade, though, aren't they?
Yes.
Shall we have a look?
And the winner of this award is Lord Mandelson. You going to move?
The words barking tree and wrong spring to mind. And TV presenter Fiona Phillips was offered a job by Gordon Brown, but she turned it down. But she nevertheless stumped up for the party. Here she is introducing Alan Johnson at the Labour conference. It's another Johnson.
He's honest. He appeals to people. People love him. A rare attribute these days amongst politicians, it has to be said, but he possesses that unique attribute. He is very, very likeable. I love him. I know that. I officially want that to be known here today. I love Alan Johnson, but people love him. He's a proper person. He's a real person who understands real people. What's he doing behind me? Can you see my heart thumping from here? I love you too, Jack, I have to say.
Yeah. Only Jack got her pants, though. Fiona Phillips there doing her best to boost the election chances of David Cameron. So they've all been government czars, except for Zsa Zsa Gabor, who is, of course, not a czar, but a Zaza. Zaza's been married 9 times. Her shortest marriage was to Felipe de Alba from the 18th of April, 1983, to the 14th of April, 1983.
So she went back in time. From the 18th to the 14th.
Some of these 3s look a lot like 8s. That's all I'm saying. It's not my fault. Zsa Zsa's been married 9 times. Her shortest marriage was to... Should we do it one word at a time?
This is longer than the marriage.
Zsa Zsa's been married 9 times. Her shortest marriage was to Felipe de Alba from the 13th of April, 1983, to the 14th of April, 1983. God knows what he asked her to do on their wedding night. There was actually some dispute over that marriage, and Zsa Zsa herself says the yacht never got far enough into the international waters to make it legal. I've heard some euphemisms in my time. Lloyd Grossman was the hospital food czar for 5 years until 2006. The following year, his own brand of ready-made soups were found to contain high levels of salt associated with ill health. Though, to be fair, there was a warning on the packet: Lloyd Grossman's face.
Has he upset you in some way?
He just bugs me, all right? Time now for the Missing Words round, which this week features as its guest publication Llama Link, the newsletter for members of the British Llama Society. And we start with Alicia Watt on Strictly.
Talks about cheese. No, she did that serious.
Yeah.
I'm being very, very serious.
Oh, she said, I'll lift the lid on Strictly.
Apparently, the judges know what they're going to say beforehand.
Do they?
I read it.
Really? But she hasn't written the book yet.
I know, I beat down the collider.
I've been down the line. Is that all Oxford-educated man. I've been down the Clyde. Christ, matching them particles, I went back to 1678. What's going on? I've been down the Clyde.
This will be her soon-to-be-written autobiography. And I wonder how many carbon you have. Sorry, it's getting worse. It's been a long
Oh,
day.
you want to get some speech lessons, mate? Go down the Clyde. Meet up with somebody who knows a bit of yep.